Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. No, the video that you just clicked on is not clickbait. I put out a feeler video a couple of weeks ago on Instagram and Facebook, and if you don't follow me there, go over to @22Plinkster on both of those platforms and follow me there. But I put out a feeler video of my top 5 videos, and I get questions a lot, like, Plinkster, what's your favorite target pistol? What's your favorite match pistol? What's your favorite, target rifle, so on and so forth. But I get a lot of questions about 22 LR for self-defense. So that's why I'm coming out with my top 5 22 pistols for self-defense. In the mid-1860s, the 22 short was actually developed for self-defense. No one's not denying that the 22 can get the job done. It's just not my primary choice of carry. Now, 80% of you guys out there can fire at least a 380 without a problem. And then you can move up to 9mm, 40, and 357 SIG, and there's a ton of different carry options and different calibers out there that you can carry. However, 20% of the people out there in this world cannot handle the recoil of a 380 or a 9mm. And whether it be loading the magazine or handling the recoil or actually clearing a malfunction, their hands just won't allow them to do it. I've got people in my family that have rheumatoid arthritis and they can't shoot a 380. The pistol about snaps out of their hand and they can't even load the magazine. So a 22 makes a, it's available for them if they want to use it for self-defense. It's better than a sharp stick. And if you look at statistics, the 22 LR can get the job done. So in front of me, I have 5 pistols that I own. I own a lot of rimfires, well over 100 rimfires, but these are the 5 pistols that I have chosen for self-defense. If you choose to carry a 22 LR for self-defense, I base these pistols on magazine capacity and reliability. So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Number 5.
Now these pistols are going to be in no particular order. I'm not choosing one over the other. I may lean towards one over the other, but it's not going to be my top 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when we get to 1, it's going to be my favorite. I will choose probably the last one. I'm probably going to lead a little bit more towards. But in the first pistol that I want to choose here is the Walther P22. Now this is a pretty good firearm. Now, I know that Walther had a little bit of problems with the reliability with their P22 early on. This pistol has been out since 2002, and it's a great option now. They've kind of fixed the problems with the P22 on the reliability issues, but it is a good little handgun. It's got a good small grip, so if you have small hands, 10-round magazine capacity, and it does have your safeties on both sides. This pistol can be fired in single or double action, so if you get a light primer strike, you can pull the trigger again, and hopefully that round will go off. But number 5, I do pick the Walther P22.
Number 4.
All right, let's talk about the new kid on the block, the Ruger LCP2 22LR. Now, first, this handgun was chambered in 380, and it just came out in December of 2019. Now, this is a very small, compact handgun. This handgun, I have proven in my videos, is very reliable and very accurate. The good thing about this particular firearm, not only that it's small and compact, but it does have a 10-round magazine. And I particularly like this little handgun. The barrel's right around like 2 1/4 inches long. When you sacrifice the length of the barrel, you're already sacrificing, using a 22 LR, you're sacrificing the bullet size and also the weight. But now that you have a 2 1/4 inch barrel, you're also going to be sacrificing velocity. Even though this pistol is small and compact, you may want to consider a little bit longer barrel if you want to use it for self-defense. However, if you're not really worried about the velocity too much, this little LCP2 22LR will get the job done.
Number 3.
All right, let's talk about number 3. I know that my friend Eric over Iraq Veteran 8888, this is his favorite 22 compact handgun to carry. This is the Smith & Wesson M22. I was fortunate enough to shoot this handgun months before you guys knew about it. Now, Smith & Wesson contacted me and allowed me to put a bunch of rounds through the M&P 22 before they released it to the market. 10-round magazine. You do have a threaded option. It does have a little thread adapter that comes with the handgun, or that you could buy separate, but it does have a safety. Just like the LCP22LR that I mentioned before, I forgot to mention that it does have a safety, but this one also has an ambi safety on both sides. The magazines are really, really easy to load, and this handgun is extremely reliable. It's extremely reliable with a lot of different kind of ammunitions that are on the market. Not only that, you do have a pick rail right here on the bottom, so you can mount a flashlight or a laser of your choice. But my third suggestion to you guys, if you're looking for a 22 for self-defense, would be this Smith & Wesson M22, just because it is really accurate, the magazines are extremely easy to load, and most importantly, it is reliable.
Number 2.
You know me, I can't talk about rimfire without talking about wheel guns. I love wheel guns, whether they're in 22 LR or if they're in 500 Smith & Wesson. But if you're looking for a good carry pistol chambered in 22 LR, you have to look at the LCR. This firearm holds 8 rounds, and the good thing about this particular revolver is some aftermarket things. The sights on this particular revolver are kind of crude, but Crimson Trace does make a little laser grip right here. So if you're having a hard time seeing the sights, they do make a little laser grip that you can put on this firearm. The good thing about a double action only revolver, or a double action revolver chambered in 22 LR, is the problem you get with 22 sometime are misfires or failure to fire, light primer strikes. With this guy, if you have a light primer strike, you can just keep pulling the trigger until, you know, finally that firing pin hits a round that will go off. If you use a semi-automatic like any of these other firearms in front of me, if you have a light primer strike, you have to re-rack the slide, put another round into the chamber, and hopefully it will go off. With this guy right here, you just have to pull the trigger.
Number 1.
Last but not least, let's talk about this guy. Now, I bought this Ruger SR22 the first year they came out. I believe they came out around 2013. And this is one of my favorite little plinkers to shoot. The reason why I like this handgun is it's extremely reliable with a lot of different ammunition, no matter if it's 36 grain, 38 grain, or 40 grain. You do have a little bit longer barrel, so you're getting a little bit more velocity out of a gun like this compared to like an LC P22LR. It is double single action, so you can fire this handgun in double or single action. And another upgrade that you can get on this handgun is like a little tandem cross wingman here. This will take this 10-round magazine all the way to a 15-round magazine. So you have 15 rounds of 22 LR. You can also mount a little laser right here on a pick rail, such as this little Crimson Trace laser. The only thing I don't like about the SR22 is this. They put the safety backwards to me. You know, usually on a handgun, when you pick it up, you simply swipe your thumb down and it swipes the safety off. This will allow you to, you know, shoot the firearm. The SR22, the safety is backwards. So if you press it down, you put the firearm on safe. You have to actually brush the safety up to fire the firearm. It's not a huge deal if you practice with this handgun if you're going to be using it for self-defense, but in my mindset, this safety should be swept down when ready to shoot the firearm. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 carry pistol options chambered in 22 LR. Now, again, I don't carry a 22 LR for self-defense. I usually carry a 9mm. But there are 20% of the population out there that cannot handle the recoil, and you may stumble across this video, and this will give you some very good options. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with any of these options that are out here in front of me. It just basically depends on how this firearm fits in your hands and how well you can shoot it. All these firearms are accurate, and in my opinion, when it comes to rimfire, very reliable. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or complaints, you can put them in the comments below. Also, tell me a top 5 series video on rimfire that you would like to see. And if you have a chance, go over and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep plinking.